You put your face there. It's not my fault.
You've said that so many times to me. Recording? Okay. Hi, GITV Uncut. Bob the X-Man Hildebrand here, and head tech Frank Chu, or F Chu, or Airsmith, as he does not like to be called. Okay, so you just did an amazing project, a $1,200 gun project, for lack of a better name, and you have a $1,200 gun. So let's take a look at it.
All right, so here it is. This is my entry into the pod, I guess, the pod of guns that we all built.
Now, before we go any further, it was, I believe, you, Spencer, the Biceps Wessels, the Tech, Aaron, formerly the Beard Mora.
Yes.
All three of you competed in the $1,200 gun contest.
Yes.
Now, their previous entries were really heavy on the internals. Like, they spent all their money inside the gun, right?
Yeah, they did.
Okay, so from the looks of it, it appears that you've got a lot of stuff on the outside and you did some internal work. So I want to hear what you did on the inside first.
Yeah, being the boss, I was able to kind of scout them and see what they were doing. So with $1,200, you can get yourself a really, really nice airsoft gun. But it's not going to be a fully built airsoft gun with inside and out. So Aaron kind of took the, I mean, he built off a 416. Spencer kind of started off with a base M4. What I did was I kind of did something kind of in between. So most of my build is actually concentrated on the external wise, you know, and then I went in and tuned the internal gearbox a little bit. So this is what I did. I started off with a SOCOM gear, down to the fence base. Basically, it actually had a different rail on it, but we took that off. Went with the Daniel Defense MFR 12-inch rail system. And the nice thing I like about this rail system is it's pretty light. It's, you know, it's free float, nice smooth tube. So, and it gives you a lot of mounting positions for the rails. It comes with 3 different rail pieces. So what I actually decided to do was on an angle foregrip, and on the other side, at a 45-degree angle, mounted a red dot sight.
Now, this has been done before, but I've seen it most recently in some video games that are coming out in the market.
Yes.
But I'm really happy because this is, I believe, one of the first guns we have in our inventory that has the canted mount.
I've actually did this setup for a couple customers over the years, but this is actually, like you said, Bob, the first custom airsoft gun that we set up like this.
Yeah.
So the main scope is a Vism, I believe it's the Evolution series, 1.1 to 4. Just a dot scope. So basically this allows you to go from 1.1 to 4 times power, 4 times power.
4 power, yeah.
Yeah, 4 power. Yeah, it's dual illuminated, so it's got green, I think a green dot?
Yeah, green and blue.
Green and blue dot. The turrets, of course, are lockable. This is a $200 scope itself. So it's a really nice scope. I really like it a lot. This is the first scope that we carried that comes in this shape.
I believe the last time I saw one of these scopes, it was about $800, but Vism came out with something that was much better price point, so more airsofters could afford it.
Yeah, everybody was asking, hey, where can I get that scope on that custom gun?
And that was $800.
Yeah, that was a Trigicon 800 with a little room mount, so it was really, really expensive.
Now, I noticed it has quick detach mounts, which is really nice, and you know, this is going to be a great outdoor gun because you're going to have a magnified scope, or you can switch it back to 1.1, and you're going to have a red dot sight right here. Now, I noticed you did some other modifications to the barrel. You have a different compensator on here, and a barrel that is colored white.
Yes.
Gives it a unique look.
Yeah, yeah. Personally, I have a Varmint AR 20-inch blue barrel, and it has a silver barrel, so I kind of like the look. You know, just it kind of breaks up, you know, just an entirely black gun, kind of adds a splash of color, if you want to say. And I really like these Rainier Arms Extreme Flash Hiders. They look really good.
Yeah.
So, of course, MOE CTR, MOE stock. I'm sorry, it's not a CTR stock. You know, and let's see, PMAG. We'll finish it off for the externals.
We also have a sling mount all the way in the back, and we do have a functional charging handle and bolt release, which is really nice because it allows you to access the hop up pretty easily.
That's correct.
But I do remember, and let's go more in detail on the internals. Okay. I do remember you have you put a special barrel inside there, or an inner barrel.
Oh, I ran out of money.
Okay.
You're gonna find that I ran out of money a lot of times when I was choosing the parts for this. So we basically just went with the Airsoft GI 6.03 P inner barrel. It's a pretty good inner barrel for you know, awesome price.
Yeah.
They're like $30, something like that, $35. I did put a Sistema hop-up unit. One of the things I do not like about the VFCs are the plastic hop-up units. They work good, but I just find that the Sistema hop-up units work better.
Okay. Yeah. What else?
Okay, internally wise, kind of ran out of money, so I wasn't able to put any gear sets in it. So it's not going to greatly kind of increase performance of the airsoft gun. But the stock VFC gears are actually pretty durable. We haven't had a lot of problems with them. Any problems that we did find were kind of caused by bad BBs, I should say. So you definitely want to use good BBs. And I built this gun to run on 2.5 BBs. So you know, cylinder we use this the VFC original cylinder and the spring guide and the spring. So we change out the cylinder head, change out the nozzle. Change out the piston, which are, you know, the other important parts inside the gearbox that can be improved on in the VFCs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now this gun, I believe before you'd mentioned it was going to shoot under 30 BBs per second.
Yeah, yeah. It actually does about 25 BBs a second, and that's on an 11.1 LiPo. It's not the fastest gun in the world. There are plenty that are faster, but it's, you know, it's at a decent rate of fire where you're not going to be totally outgunned. And it's going to last for quite a long time for you. We also put the TNL GT 40,000 motor in it, so that's actually where most of the rate of fire is coming from. It is coming from the motor.
Okay, and this fires around 400 feet per second?
Yes, it does.
Excellent. So it's going to be a pretty darn good field gun, considering you got a lot of, you know, options externally, whether to shoot far away or shooting close with the red dot scope. And it does function pretty well, at least on the field of battle. And I do know that there are some fields out there that now have a 30 BBs per second limit. At least that started around SoCal and a couple of fields around here for mostly safety issues. So this will at least,
safe.
Yeah, you got to stay safe. But this will conform to those. But at the same time, you'll be able to play this outdoors. So
yeah,
that's pretty sweet. Well, actually, I believe you don't have a name for this gun yet, correct?
I do not.
It's just basically $1,200.
It's a $1,200 Frank gun.
Frank gun. Okay, so if all you out there in GITV Uncut land have any ideas for this gun, maybe a play off of the white barrel that we have here, or just the different setup or the canted mount, please feel free to leave them in the comments box below, and we'll peruse them and see if any of them really fit what we think this gun should go with. So, thank you for watching. Thank you, Frank, for coming in.
Thanks a lot, Bob.
God bless America. I'm Bob the Axeman Hildebrand, and this is GITV Uncut, and this is your gun.